Every 4 years, blacks are told to vote for the Democrat running for president. When the Democrats' record is poor, as in the case of Jimmy Carter in 1980, they're told to vote for him anyway because he's less racist or more liberal than his opponent. The result is, in terms of political reality, not a very sophisticated approach to electoral politics. Following the Carter black leaders, most blacks, about 90% of those voting, went into the loser's circle behind the landslide loser. The results are so devastating that for the first time in years, there is active planning for a new role in future politics. I'm Tony Brown. In a moment, Republicans, Democrats, neither of the above. 58% of blacks voted in the presidential election of 1968. It dropped to 52% in 1972, went down to 49% in 1976, and in the 1980 elections, only 7 million or 40% of eligible blacks voted. It has become increasingly clear that blacks must reassess the nature of their participation in the political process, both in terms of a two-party system and a potential black independent movement. In 1976, while 52% of whites nationwide voted against Jimmy Carter and 55% of whites in the South did the same, 94% of blacks made his presidency possible with their one-sided support. In 1980, blacks were the only group to remain on the sinking Democratic ship, while every other element of the old Democratic coalition defected to the Reagan landslide. These failures and embarrassing politics have forced some to question whether protest was better than the political process in advancing the black cause. British Prime Minister William Gladstone said, quote, "We have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, but only permanent interests," end of quote. If blacks keep that in mind and are careful of the vote less racism syndrome fostered by the Democrats, 1984 may hold more political promise. The logic goes like this. This white man is a Democrat, therefore he's a liberal, and all liberals like blacks. This white man is a conservative and a Republican, and at birth, racist genes invade the body of any little white baby born who is going to be a Republican and or a conservative. Therefore, vote less racism, vote Democratic. That is obviously absurd. We are told that a black political party is separatist and unrealistic. Can it be any more separatist and unrealistic than our one-party loyalty to a white-dominated structure? We embarrassed ourselves in 1976 by supporting a man who refused to reward us and followed the losers into the loser circle in the 1980 presidential sweepstakes. It does not have to be that way in 1984.